Someone asked me for a podcast episode on my hobbies. Hobbies ha? Oh, hindi you. But yun. Kaya that's what we're going to talk about in this new Trying Hard podcast episode. Hi and welcome to the Trying Hard with Like a podcast. And if hindi ka pa naka-follow, follow na. Diba? Kung interested kayo about conversations like this, well, not exactly like this, but about things that you want to talk about, things that I want to talk about, as we all struggle bilang mga try-hards dito sa mundo na to na ayaw patalo, di ba? At gustong sumubok kahit sinusubok tayo ng panahon. Go ahead and follow this podcast. Today, we're going to talk about hobbies and why they're important. Now, one thing na I like to say, actually, even when I was younger, I think I was in high school when I wrote this. I said in one of my old journals, hobbies turn into habits. And ang idea ko nun is that when we fall in love or start to fall in love with something, ang nangyayari minsan na-integrate siya sa pagkatao mo. I had this line before when I was in high school, lagi ko sinasabi, parang yung kinikis-kis ng kinikis-kis hanggang dumikit. Ano ibig sabihin ko doon? When we encounter hobbies, interests, attitudes, actually kahit people, no? Or thoughts, all of these things, kapag na-expose tayo sa mga bagay na ito, nagiging part siya ng pagkatao natin. Dumidikit siya sa atin. So, dahil hobbies can turn into habits, there are different types of hobbies na pwede ninyong i-consider. Now, kung wala kayong hobby right now, I know what you're thinking. Probably you're thinking na, wala nga akong oras for everything else in my life. Paano ba ako makakasingit ng maglagay ng isa pang hobby? But my thing is this. Ang time is not about time management. It's more about self-management. And hobbies don't need to take up a lot of time. Okay? Now, there are 4 types of hobbies na gusto kong i-share sa inyo. And lahat sila C. Okay? So, something to think about lang. Itong mga hobbies na to, and whether you want to get it or not, nasa sa inyo na yan. The first type of hobby that I would encourage you to get is hobby lang, sheer, na, is a, ano ba, hobby that gives you comfort. Okay. Now, parang ang hirap sabihin, ano, or ang hirap ipigain out of me. But ano itong mga hobbies na to that give us comfort? Depende yan sa inyo, no? But I'm going to share mine. One of my hobbies that give me comfort is actually watching the same content creators and the content that they put out. Comfort hobby ko to snuggle with Hailey sa bed. So, ibig sabihin nun, if I give myself 5 to 10 minutes extra time just to baby talk yung aking aso, that is a comfort hobby for me. Comfort hobbies are made to kind of give you a boost sa mood for the day. And sa case ko, I find that comfort hobbies usually are repetitive. They're reliable. So, ito yung mga bagay na alam mo na pwede mong ulit-ulitin. One of my comfort hobbies right now is actually watching, again, sabi ko nga, the same content creators. So, some of the content creators that I watch, and I watch them kasi familiar sila sa akin and I know the beats and I like just the repetition of it is, for example, si Mikey Bustos. Mikey Bustos has his vlog channel. And he gives house tours ng house niya that actually kasi dahil pinapanood ko to since nung ginagawa pa yung bahay, parang alam ko na yung layout. Pero kahit na lagi niya sinasabi yung, okay, this is the ant room, this is the pool, all of the technology and stuff like that, yung beats na yun, dahil familiar siya sa akin, parang nagiging comfort ko siya. Parang alam ko na yung susunod niya sasabihin or okay, this is a familiar place, a familiar thing. That is my comfort hobby, one of my comfort hobbies. Another channel that actually the same creator handles or create as the same creator, ang creator is Ants Canada. Ants Canada is about ants. And hindi lang siya comfort watch sa akin dahil nga alam ko na yung boses ni Mikey, alam ko yung usual na storyline, but because I'm learning something new. And sa totoo lang, I use yung Ants Canada videos as my parang last video that I watch before I turn in kapag gabi. So, pinapanood ko siya bago ako matulog. Parang yun na yung documentary ko to help me fall asleep. Again, that is a comfort hobby. So, think about it that way. Ano yung mga pwede mong gawin? It doesn't need to take up so much of your time. It doesn't need to take up your full attention. But these are things that will give you comfort kasi repetitive siya. If it's as simple as, having a bedtime routine, a nighttime routine, all of these things, they can eventually form a habit that makes you feel better. It's a mood boost. Yun yung thing na yun. Yung comfort hobby na yan. Now, the next hobby is actually a little bit challenging, pero pupush natin yung envelope here. It's a hobby for coin. Ano yung coin? Money. Now, I'm not saying that all hobbies need to be something na pagkakakitaan ninyo in the future. Hindi ko sinasabi na ang hobbies dapat sulit siya kapag kumikita ka na. But what I'm saying here is that there are hobbies na kapag nag-earn siya ng extra coin for you, can eventually even turn into a business. For me, for example, one of my coin hobbies, ibig sabihin, hindi ko naman inaasa yung buong income ko dyan, pero medyo kumikita rin ako on the side. When I was starting out sa Team Laika, hindi pa kumikita sa YouTube, sabihin na natin, or wala pang AdSense revenue, is polymer clay crafting. So, halo-halo na yung hobby na yon, may comfort na siya sa akin and everything else. Pero it gives me coin. Ibig sabihin, naibibenta ko siya sa Etsy shop ko, naibibenta ko siya sometimes sa mga events, and yun, may extra income siya for me. Nabibuild up din yung skill set ko doon. Shirt design, sticker design, all of these things na may kaunti. Hindi naman sobrang laki, pero kaunting coin. And we've seen how this has happened for a lot of people na itong coin hobby nila, sabihin na natin, kung magsasucceed or if you're really good at it, can even turn into a lucrative opportunity for you in the future. So that is another type of hobby that you may want to explore. Now, there are two more types of hobbies that I really want to share with you. Pero pag-usapan na lang natin yan after this quick break, okay?
I haven't been posting a lot of videos lately, and here's why. This is the official planner para sa mga tryhards. I created this planner with one goal, which is to make a planner that's good enough for you to destroy. Anong ibig sabihin ko dyan? Alam ko yung feeling na bagong-bago yung planner mo, mabango pa, at dahil ang ganda-ganda niya, parang ayaw mong sulatan. Kaya I wanted something na pagkahawak ninyo, gustong-gusto nyo ng simulan na sulatan kahit pangit ang handwriting mo o wala kang maisulat. This planner is undated, parang ikaw. Which means you can start using it or stop using it whenever, hanggat may space pa siya. This planner may also be the best worst-looking planner you'll ever get. Anong ibig sabihin ko dyan? This planner comes with its own ink stains, coffee stains, doodles, at kung ano-ano pa, para hindi ka ma-threaten. Kasi nga, di ba, mabuti nang magulo yung planner pero maayos yung buhay, kesa maayos yung planner pero magulo yung buhay. Now, paano naman yung mga walang plano? Pwede rin to sa'yo. It includes its own set of activities para matulungan ka to find kahit one goal lang for this next year. So that's it. This is the I Don't Just Try, I Try Hard planner for tryhards like me. And whether you're using this planner, another type of planner, old pages from old notebooks, or printouts like I did before, what matters most is not the planner itself, but how you use it. Use it well.
Get yours today by messaging the Like Regalia Facebook page.
Alright, so we already talked about a comfort hobby, something that's repetitive, that's always there, that's a mood boost for you. Whether it's a quick walk, it's walking your dogs, it's cuddling with your dog or cat, or basta something na comfortable for you, something that makes you feel happy. It's a comfort hobby. Second hobby, a coin hobby, something na pwede mong pagkakitaan kahit papano, di ba? So it can sustain itself. Think about that. So if you're into arts, for example, crafting, yan, yung mga bagay na yan, minsan mapagkakakitaan din. If you're into content creation can be a hobby din. Kasi, di ba, hindi man sobrang laki yung kikitain mo. Pero eventually, if it gets there, bakit naman hindi? So, nahahalo-halo na yung na paggugugulan mo siya ng oras, you're learning something new, and now you're also earning from it. Now, two more types of C hobbies. The first thing, let's start something na parang gentle lang, is a hobby for creativity. Now, medyo napasalingan na natin yung creativity kanina sa coin hobby. Sabi ko 'di ba 'pag na-express natin yung creativity natin, arts and crafts, creating things with your hands, they can be helpful. Pero yung creativity geared hobby, hiniwalay ko siya sa coin kasi hindi lahat ng creativity hobbies napagkakakitaan. And hindi kailangan yun mangyari. Ang creativity hobby for me is something, sa totoo lang ha, na para sa akin, you need to really learn, and something na ginagawa mo just for the sheer expression ng creativity. Sa experience ko, for example, sa polymer clay crafting, I was crafting because, yun nga, nabebenta ko yung mga hikaw na gawa ko, yung mga sculptures na gawa ko. Was starting to get clients from abroad. It was a hobby mainly for coin na may konting creativity on the side. Pero hindi siya full expression of creativity for me. Kasi syempre, dahil mahal naman ang clay, mahal ang tools at that time, no, when I was starting, hindi ko siya pwedeng gawin na yung trip ko lang gawin. Na ito yung project na gusto ko, tapos yun yung gagawin ko. For me, creativity, usually, ang nagagawa ko is photography. No? Photography could be a good thing to play around. Painting. And yes, I actually made yung triptych, no? Yung painting dun sa living room ko ngayon. So that is a way for me to express myself. Hindi ibebenta yung painting na yun. Walang ibang halos nakakakita, yung mga dumadalaw lang sa bahay. Some of them, and most of them don't even know na I made that painting. Pero it was just me expressing something. So, just for the sheer creativity of all this. Kung mahilig ka kumanta, kumanta ka. Hindi mo naman kailangan pagkakitaan yung pagkanta mo, basta kumakanta ka lang. And itong creativity aspect na 'to is very, very important. Sa totoo lang, I encourage you na if you're ever going to challenge yourself to have a hobby for sheer creativity, it has to be something that you're working on with your hands. Kasi iba talaga siya. I also have one of these quotes that I wrote when I was young. Hindi ko original 'to 'no, marami na nakaisip rin nito siyempre, pero you're created to create. Kasi there's something about our nature that really feels fulfilled whenever we create something. Hindi naman kailangan din sobrang original, puwede namang mga paint by numbers din, 'di ba, yung puwede niyong bilhin, yung meron siyang guide ta's ilalagay niyo lang yung kulay nung paint na yun. Nakaka-fulfill din naman siya. Puwede siyang Lego, 'no, I recently started building Lego sets din kasi finally I can afford them. All of these things just to express your sheer creativity. Now, bakit 'to importante? In my opinion, it's because we were created by a creator, God. Now, again, you may not believe in God, or you may not be religious, or you may be more spiritual, since generally spiritual. But in my thinking, kasi ako, I believe in a creator God, and we were created in His image, so ibig sabihin, part of us is being yung creator na yun. And the God who created all these beautiful things around us, part nun nasa pagkatao natin. Kaya we feel fulfilled whenever we create something, 'di ba? Iba siya, it's good for the soul. Now, another C na hobby is this. And I know some of you may not agree, some of you may not like it, but sasabihin ko pa rin. You need a hobby for challenge. Ano ibig sabihin ko dito? A lot of times, tayong mga tao, kaya tayo nabu-burnout din, kaya din tayo nagiging unfulfilled sa life natin, lalo na kung repetitive yung buhay natin, is because wala ng challenge. If you go to an 8 to 5 job or you go to school and it's the same routine every time, part of our soul slowly dies. And sa experience ko yan, totoo rin. Yung parang ito na lang ba ang gagawin ko buong buhay ko, parang paulit-ulit yung nangyayari, parang walang substance or anything. And one of the reasons for that is because we were created to adapt, no, and to learn. Part of us always looks for a challenge. Kahit na sa utak natin, hindi. Or hindi gusto natin yung comforts ng mundane. Pero dapat bigyan mo yung sarili mo ng isang hobby na nasa-challenge ka. For me, one of the recent hobbies na I thought would be a huge challenge for me and was a challenge for me at the beginning was cooking. Now, bakit? Kasi my entire life, I was made to believe din na, okay, hindi ka pang kusina. And I would always make fun of myself, no? Lagi ko sinasabi, tiga-kain lang ako, hindi ako tigaluto, hindi ako magaling dyan, o kaya, ay, nako, pag may maghihiwa na, parang kakabahan ako, ganyan, ganyan. Pero, when I finally had my own place and had my own kitchen to play around with, I started challenging myself to cook. Kaya if you watch some of my TikTok videos, meron akong hashtag luto ni Laika. That was my way of documenting din yung progress ko over time. And when I started this new hobby, which is cooking, cooking gamit ang actual cooking utensils, kasi sa bahay namin dati, sa family home namin, lagi nilang binibiro ako na pag nagluluto daw ako, ang gamit ko telepono. Kasi pag nagluluto ako, ang ibig sabihin nun mag-o-order. So, kunyari sasabihin ng tita ko, "Ay, hindi muna ako magluluto, si Angelique muna ang magluluto ngayon." Ang ibig sabihin nun mag-o-order ako. So, kung anong gusto nilang order, ako ang magluluto, air quotes, ibig sabihin ako mag-o-order. But I started cooking with my hands, and sa beginning, it was challenging, it was tricky, like hindi ako sure kung anong ginagawa ko, nasugatan na rin ako, paunti-unti. But over time, kasi I've been doing it for, sabihin natin, more than a year now, na naggo-grow din ako. Natutuwa ako dun sa challenge na hindi ko alam yung ginagawa ko sa beginning, pero ngayon nagiging mas confident na ako. I'm learning new things. I've even explored inventing my own dishes. And all of these things, hindi man lang siya laging successful, naging challenge siya for me. And I was looking forward to the practice of learning something new or discovering something new. And dahil doon, may budbud nun, tapos meron bang onting hagod ng, hindi ka pala as incompetent as you thought you were before, nagiging feeder siya ng motivation, ng energy, ng excitement sa buhay ko. The challenge actually helped me appreciate who I am and also helped me practice yung growth mindset. Kasi nga, nagsimula ako, wala akong alam, pero eventually nag-grow siya. Which rounds us out dun sa first point natin dito, which is hobbies turn into habits. And the thing with hobbies and starting a new hobby, kaya siguro some of you kung hobbyists din kayo, you can probably relate to this. Nakakatuwa when you discover a new hobby kasi you're learning something new every day. Lagi siyang parang, ay, okay, kaya ko pala to. It proves na competent pala ako. Nakakataas siya ng self-esteem, nakakabigay siya ng confidence sa atin. And at the end of the day, that's what it is. It's learning. It's growth mindset. It's you discovering na may mga limitations ka na hindi pala totoo. And the best thing about that is when we have hobbies, nahahawa yung totoong buhay natin. Binubuhat natin or dinadala natin itong mga lessons na natutuhan natin doon sa practice ng everyday life natin. So sa akin, yung konting alam ko about arts, about drawing, nakikita rin siya usually sa videos ko, or when I make my own graphics, or even the way I edit some of my videos. Yung a little bit that I know about cooking, di ba? Nahalo na rin sa paggawa ng videos, nahalo na rin sa bago kong hobby ngayon, which is trying to entertain people or trying to be more social. Like all of these things, it helps you become a well-rounded person, which is very important. Kaya, I'm not sure if kaya kayo nakikinig nito is because parang ito yung time that you really need to listen to this. But I encourage you to find a hobby. It doesn't need to be expensive. It doesn't need to be something na iska-schedule nyo tas kailangan nyo talaga gawin. But making time to force yourself to try new things, learn new things, and just really challenge yourself and be more creative is actually something na hindi nyo naman i-regret kasi as long as it's done in moderation, of course, and alam mo pa rin yung priorities mo in life, it can actually help you stay motivated. Iwas burnout din siya. Okay? So hopefully, nagustuhan yung conversation natin na ito. If hindi nyo man nagustuhan, at least may napulot kayo kahit isang bagay, As we always say dito sa podcast na ito, dream big, work hard, start now, and even when people call you to try hard, keep trying. Tuloy lang tayo. I'll talk to you next time.